Welcome students. We have seen the two relation x equal to r d theta, relation 1, v equal to r omega, relation 2. Then we have to see another relation, linear acceleration a equal to the rate of change of linear velocity with respect to time, which is equal to derivative with respect to time dt in bracket r omega. We can substitute the value of v here. So, which is equal to r into d omega upon dt. And by definition, or in rotational motion, we can see that a equal to r alpha. That is the third relation. Okay. Similar relation can be seen if we know the two formulas for linear momentum P equal to m into v and L is equal to I omega. L is angular momentum, P is linear momentum. So here, by definition of moment of inertia, R is equal to mr square. If we can substitute here, so L is equal to mr square omega, which can be rewritten as m into r in bracket r omega. And we know that from equation 2, r omega is v. So we can say that L equal to mr v. Okay. Here we also show that L is equal to mv into r, and mv is nothing but linear momentum. Therefore, L is equal to r into t. That is fourth relation. All relation we can see that r into d theta, r into omega, r into alpha, r into t. Similarly, force, mass into linear acceleration, and torque, I alpha. If we can substitute here value of I, that is m r square alpha. So what happened? See here we can write as torque is equal to m r in bracket r alpha. R alpha is nothing but a. So torque is equal to m r a, which is also equal to m a into r. And we know that m a, that is linear force. So another relation is torque is equal to linear force or small r into linear force. So all the 5 relations between linear and angular or rotational relations are there. Also see the formula for time period and frequency. So here time period is time taken by object, time taken by particle to complete one rotation, one revolution. In time t, object can cover distance, circumference for circular motion. Hence, in time t, distance is equal to 2 pi r. We know linear velocity v is equal to dx upon dt. In time t, dx is circumference. Upon time period. what happened? V is equal to 2 pi r upon V. We know that relation V equal to r omega. So V upon r equal to omega upon 1. Therefore, r upon V is nothing but 1 upon omega. Here, r upon V is there. So, therefore, T is equal to 2 pi upon omega. This is another formula which can be used in this chapter. So here T is the time period and velocity will be interchanged, their place. So it becomes time period, here velocity. So also know that frequency of object, or frequency of particle, that is nothing but a reciprocal of time period. So if we can written as frequency is equal to 1 upon 2 pi upon omega, then the formula becomes omega upon 2 pi, that is frequency. Okay, sometimes frequency can be written as F, sometimes frequency can be written as M. So here another formula can be seen which is used in this chapter, that is current. Current is equal to charge upon time. We know that 1 upon time is nothing but frequency. So also say that current is product of charge and frequency. Okay. Another formula will be centripetal acceleration. It is V square upon R, or if V equal to R omega is taken, so it can be written as R omega square. And lastly, another formula will be centripetal force. What is centripetal force? The product of mass of particle into centripetal acceleration. Means centripetal force F is equal to, or centripetal force is equal to mass velocity square upon r, or if V equal to R omega, R square omega square, V is there, R get cancelled, so it becomes m omega square. So all of these formulas can be used whenever their applications are, or whenever we can solve various types of numericals. Okay, thank you.